My face is so cold.
Good evening and welcome to the City Council meeting of the City of Lenoir for Tuesday, February the 2nd, 2021. Thank you for being with us this evening.
Thanking, sir.
As we normally do, we will get started in just a few minutes with our call to order. But first of all, let's call the roll and see who we have with us this evening so everyone will know. Here in the chamber, we have Joshua Harris, our Public Information Director, is with us, and Scott Hildebrand, our City Manager. Here with the council, David Stevens, Todd Perdue, Ike Perkins, and John Beal, and myself as the mayor are here in the room. And let's see, we'll start with our roll call of council members. Mayor Pro Tem Chrissy Thomas.
Present.
Thank you. Council Member Ralph Presswood.
Present.
Council Member Ben Willis.
I'm here.
Thank you. City Attorney TJ Rohr.
I'm here.
All right. Our City Clerk Shirley Cannon. She's here. Thank you. Department heads, our Finance Director Donna Bean.
Here.
Thank you. Fire Chief Ken Hare.
I'm here.
Thank you, Chief. Economic Development Director Main Street Kaylin Horn.
I'm here.
Tonight, filling in for Chief Phelps is Captain Andy Wilson. Welcome, Captain.
Thank you, sir. I'm here.
Yes, sir. And filling in for Kenny Story tonight is Administrative Assistant in Parks and Recreation, Maria Swanson.
I'm here.
Thank you, Maria. Public Utilities Director, Radford Thomas.
I'm here.
Planning Director, Jenny Wheelock.
I'm here.
And last but not least, our Public Works Director, Jared Wright.
I'm here.
Thank you, Jared. Glad everybody could be with us. Thank you. And as we get started this evening, first of all, let me tell you, tomorrow will be the closing of our Samaritan's Purse Field Hospital. The closing ceremony will be 10:30 in the morning. If anyone would like to come by for that, plan to be there for that. We want to say thank you to Samaritan's Purse and to all of our hospital personnel and all the personnel who came here from all over to help us during this last 4 weeks. It started 5 weeks ago and actually opened for operations on January the 7th. During that time, they treated 78 patients in the unit, and we certainly want to say thank you for all that work and for what was done. Thank goodness everything is getting better, we hope, and our cases are going down. I think we only had 5 or 6 that were in the field hospital as of today, and they will be going back into the hospital. So until they're ready to be discharged, we hope. So anyway, our special thank you to them. I know a lot of people did a lot of great things while they were here, fed them many, many times. Churches, community people, people who were great chefs in our community, prepared meals for them, and volunteers took them a lot of different things and said thank you to them many ways. So we do thank everyone for all that was done during that special time. And now as we go to our time of a moment of silence and pledge of allegiance in just a minute, I would like for you to keep several in your thoughts and prayers. Hello? Got a heart? We got a heartbeat going somewhere.
I'm not on.
Okay, thank you, whatever that was. Anyway, while we go to our time of prayer, we'd like to keep our good friend and the superintendent and director of the National Park Service and Blue Ridge Parkway, Gary Everhart, who was born and raised here in Lenoir and went to Lenoir High School and many years, almost 30 years of over 30 years of service to that, who passed away last week, and we will certainly want to keep he and his family in our thoughts and prayers. We will be doing a special proclamation in his honor at our next council meeting when all that's put together to say thank you for so many years of his service to us. Also, would pass along to you that keep the Gray Shear family in your thoughts and prayers as Tina Shear, Gray's wife, passed away yesterday after a battle with cancer, and we certainly want to keep Gray and his family in our thoughts and prayers over these next hard times. And also would like to mention one of the finest ladies that I know of in this community for so many years, Joyce Lawing, former county commissioner and leader in our community, church leader. And I will have to say, she directed Becky and I's wedding 46 years ago. So have a very special place in our heart for Joyce Lawing. So we want to say that she passed away. We want to keep all the Lawing family in our thoughts and prayers as this time has come. But she was one fine lady. So, and as we get ready for that, I would mention this is Black History Month, and we want to certainly celebrate anything during this time. I know it'll be hard to get together like we normally do. A couple of great black leaders that we lost over the last little bit. Cecily Tyson, who was in her 90s, was a well-known leader in the community, an actress, and we want to keep her in mind. And then one of my all-time heroes, I'm sure, was Todd's too, Hank the Hammer and Henry Aaron, who was one of our great baseball stars and someone that we all admired and looked up to for so many years. So as we celebrate Black History Month, keep those fine people also in your thoughts and prayers as well. So if you will, now let's join together for a moment of silence and remain standing for our Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Will you salute our flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Well, as we get started, we do not have matters scheduled for public hearings this evening, so we'll move on to item 3, our consent agenda items. Tonight, consisting of minutes from our City Council meeting of Tuesday, January 19th, 2021, and minutes of our Committee of the Whole meeting of Tuesday, January 26th, 2021, both as submitted. So, excuse me, I'll open it up to any comments or discussion on either one of these consent agenda items and/or motion for approval.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items as presented.
Thank you. Councilmember Stevens makes a motion to accept the consent agenda items as presented. If there's no discussion on any of them, we'll call for the question. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And on the phone?
Aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Thank you. And that carries unanimously. Thank you very much. We do appreciate that. We'll move on then to it's a time on our agenda for requests and petitions of any citizens. There are none with us tonight here, so if there's anyone that is on the Zoom call meeting that would like to address the council, you can do so at this time. I think most everyone with us are part of our staff or council members, so if there is, you can come back. Anyway, we'll move on past that. We do not have any reports of boards and commissions this evening, so we'll move on to the report and recommendations of our city manager, Mr. Hildebrand.
Mr. Mayor, Council, a couple items for information this evening. The City County Service Committee will conduct a virtual meeting on Monday, February 8th at noon. The Caldwell County Economic Development Commission will conduct a virtual meeting on Tuesday, February 9th at 8 a.m. The ABC Board will conduct a virtual meeting on Thursday, February 11th at 2 p.m. And the Lenora Business Advisory Board will conduct a virtual meeting on Thursday, February 11th at 6 p.m. The Parks and Rec Advisory Board will meet in person on Monday, February 15th at 6 o'clock at Mobile Recreation Center. And that's the items for information this evening. You have one item for council consideration. That's the sales tax reinvestment agreement. The sales tax reinvestment agreement is between Caldwell County and all the municipalities in the county governing the use of sales tax distribution. The proposed agreement will run 4 years. It's basically the same agreement we have today, except we're adding 4 years to the term of that. As you're aware, each April, the county can decide how to distribute sales tax, per capita or ad valorem levy method. And in Caldwell County, they do per capita method. As such, by doing it that way, they encourage all the other communities to participate in economic development opportunities. And with this, they share the revenue to help run the sales tax reinvestment we do for economic development purposes. So last night, Granite Falls adopted the agreement. I think the other municipalities in the county will probably consider that in the next several weeks and hopefully have it adopted before March. So if any questions with that, you have the agreement in your packet for consideration.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation of the sales tax reinvestment agreement that we have with the other municipalities in the county and with Caldwell County be approved for another 4-year term, which would be July 1st, 2021 to June 30th of 2025. And as we talked about, this is used for economic development through bringing in industry and business to our communities in this way. So I'll open it if there's any discussion about it. You're welcome to do that. Not, I will ask for a motion considering this agreement.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Make a motion that we adopt this sales tax reinvestment agreement.
Okay, we have a motion from Councilmember Perkins to adopt the sales tax reinvestment agreement as presented for the next 4 years. If there's no other discussion, we'll call for the question. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And on Zoom?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We appreciate
I understand
that.
how you feel.
It's, I'll read that into that. Thank you on that. But we do appreciate it, and hopefully we'll continue to see good things happening from our community through the use of these sales tax dollars that come into our community. So that stands unanimous. Thank you.
Scott?
All right.
Scott?
Yes.
What are the dates for the budget retreat? I lost my
I was just going to
dates.
go back and make that announcement. We're going to meet on the 23rd of February at 8:30 a.m. and go to 11:30. That'll be virtual. And then also on that Thursday, the 25th of February, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. We have a couple,
At 8?
8:30.
8:30 to 11:30 on the Tuesday, and from 2 to 5 on the Thursday.
Tuesday would be the normal committee of the whole meeting, just be done virtually this time.
Okay. Thank you.
And then Thursday, 2 to 5. Okay. Thank you. Any other questions on that, any of that? Okay. Thank you for that. We'll move on then to a report and recommendations from our city attorney, Mr. Rohr.
Nothing to report. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate all the work. I know you're keeping up on all the things going on and around, and you'll be with us with reports when you get all that put together. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. All right, we will then move on to, I do have some board appointments to present to you for recommendation tonight. First one is to recommend that Mr. Tim Porch be appointed to serve a 2-year term on our Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. This appointment I announced at the January 19th meeting to the council for your consideration, and we bring it back to you for that one tonight to be hopefully approved to be serve on that board. We think Mr. Porch would do a great job there on that. He grew up in athletics and has been involved in for many, many years. So I think he'd be a great addition to that. So I'll present that one to you first for your consideration.
Is that the unexpired term of Eric Rabinowitz?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion that Mr. Porch be approved as the mayor has requested.
All right, we have a motion from Councilmember Purdue that we approve the recommendation of Mr. Tim Porch to serve a 2-year term on the Recreation Advisory Board as presented. If there's no other discussion, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And virtually?
Aye.
Thank you. We appreciate that. It's unanimous. And I'd like to make some other board announcements to you. We have several that are up for reappointment to our boards and commissions, and I will present those to you tonight. And these, after the recommendation is presented to you, then we would consider these for a vote on our February 16th City Council meeting. To the Lenore Tourism Development Authority, which we call the LTDA, Mr. Matt Underwood, for reappointment to that board. For the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board, Mr. James Robertson and Mr. Michael Deneen to serve to be reappointed to that board. And to our Lenore Business Advisory Board, LBAB as we call it, the Mrs. Kimmy Rogers to be appointed to that board. So I'll present those to you. These are all for February reappointments. We do have some upcoming reappointments that would be in March, and they're all for our Board of Adjustments. And just to present, I'm not presenting those yet because we actually had a chance to talk with them about their consideration of staying a part of our Board of Adjustments at this time. You know, the Board of Adjustments is made up from the Planning Board, and all these are members of the Planning Board as well as the Board of Adjustments. So we'll just discuss those, but that is Mr. James Bradshaw, Mr. Mac Martin, and Mr. Tim Scobie all would be coming up to be reappointed if they consider it for the Board of Adjustments. But the other four I am presenting to you tonight for your consideration, and we will bring those again to you on February 6th. I have talked with all of those that I presented to you, and they all would like to continue serving. They're all doing a good job on the respective boards and well respected by the leaders in those different board that lead those boards. They're all very attentive and doing a good job with that. So present that to you for your consideration. All right, then as far as city council members, anything that would come before us tonight for our council?
I have nothing.
Anything? Okay. Anything from any one of our staff members, our department heads that are on with us tonight? Anything you would like to bring before us?
I will say this.
Yes.
I was not able to personally be at the committee of the whole, but I received the goodies that Kaylin and her staff put together, and I think the new logos are just absolutely fantastic. I think you've done a great job. I know it's going to help do an even better job than we already do with our marketing, so kudos to you and your folks. They look really, really good.
Thank you much. On behalf of a lot of people, we accept that appreciation. We're very pleased, and there's a lot of folks involved in it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for that. That's right. It was a lot of work that went into that. There's a lot more people involved and that looked at it and well thought through as it moved forward.
Appreciate it. Really do. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comments from any of our council? Mr. Willis, anything from our North Carolina League that you can report at this time?
No, I know that we are going to have the executive director of the league talk to us at our planning meeting, so he's going to give us a full comprehensive update. We haven't had any meetings between the last meetings we have at my level, so I have nothing to report. I do want to piggyback a little bit off of Todd's comment and Kaylin's, the great work that they've done, but we also, please keep in mind the businesses that are existing downtown that we're trying to drive all this traffic to still need our love and support right now, so we need to make sure that we continue to support our guys. I remember when we used to have some of our businesses downtown, this first quarter of the year is always very difficult, so please, I remember at the beginning of the COVID of this that everybody was kind of gung-ho, and now we're kind of there's still a lot of businesses that we need to support. So let's not lose sight of that and while we're doing what we're doing. So please keep those businesses, especially in our downtown, and spend some dollars with those guys if you can.
Thank you. Now, especially as you say, January, February, and this time of year, it's tough anyway, being so cold, and you don't think about wanting to actually have to go out and do anything, but we need to do that to keep supporting them in every way we can, whether it's takeout or whatever. I'm not encouraging you to go sit down in restaurants, but I am encouraging you to consider, going buying gift certificates from them to be used later when times are different, or do takeout if that's something you'd like to do. So, but we want you to continue to be as safe until we can get into better times today. Anyone else that from our staff that's out there that would have anything to report? I hope things are going well in all your departments, and please continue to be safe and We wish everyone that's had anything going on or is not feeling well to continue to be safe, and we'll be thinking about you and keeping your thoughts and prayers as we move forward. Mr. Hildebrand, anything else you can think of coming up?
Just encourage folks to get vaccines.
That's right. When your time comes for vaccine, please do that, and we certainly want to encourage that. We want to thank our vaccine clinics. I think today the health department announced they've already done, how many? I read that. Did you guys read?
2,700,
Yeah.
2,700.
Yeah, still had several, the 900 and some more to go, and I know UNC Healthcare has done quite a number of vaccines, and we
Not
hope
all
that.
of us are old enough to get it yet, Joe.
Yeah, I agree. A couple of us are, thank goodness.
That's right, Joe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there when they stab you. I'm gonna help them. Yeah, but anyway, hopefully everything will keep moving forward with that, and sounds like some announcements today. Our state is trying to figure out what to do in schools. If you heard the governor's announcements today, they're encouraging everyone to consider how to go back to school. I saw Charlotte Mecklenburg is already back 15th of February and the 22nd of February, they'll be back in.
Forsyth County.
And Caldwell County, I guess, has got to work on what they're doing to add to what's already happening there. So times are moving better, but it's still not where we hope to be down the road. But we'll get there. Anyway, if there's nothing else to come before us tonight, we stand adjourned.
Adjourned.